welcome back to another video, and today we have Season 4, Event Number 1 of Monster Jam Holiday Racing. That is right, guys, I am finally back here with a brand new season of Holiday Racing after 4 years, because the last time I did this was all the way back in 2018 with Season 3, which, as you guys know, was the last year of Hot Wheels Monster Jam, but I have decided to bring it back for 2022, and these 32 trucks are going to battle it out for 10 events to determine a champion. And as you guys know, I posted the signups about a week ago, and the 32 people that got in will be in the same exact truck for all 10 events, so I'm very quickly going to show you guys the field of trucks right now. So here's the field of trucks right here that I'm very quickly going to scroll through. So obviously the first 32 people that signed up were the 32 people that got spots, and like I said, everybody will be in the same truck for each event. Now, I am very, very sorry for those of you guys that missed out on this. I know that 32 trucks isn't very many, but it's not really my fault. Hot Wheels Monster Jam just didn't really make that many holiday trucks, and I even had to make a few customs to be able to fill a 32 truck lineup. So, yeah, again, there's the whole field of trucks. Now, a couple other things that I put here on this document. Number one, here are the first 3 champions all the way back from 2016 to 2018. Monster Mutt Rottweiler won the first 2 seasons, and then Batman won Season 3. And the only other thing that I have here is 23 out of these 32 trucks are returning, but all the ones that I listed here are brand new trucks for Season 4. The first 5 are all customs, and then TMNT, Michigan Ice Monster, the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels, and the 2011 Monster Mutt are all making their holiday racing debut. So let's take a look at all of the races here in round number 1. Now, one thing that you guys may notice from this video versus when I made the sign-up video about a week ago is all of the extra trucks that I had added to the lineup to make it 32 trucks, I have actually customized. So in the sign-up video, Max D was already customized. I already had holiday edition tires, but Soldier Fortune, Megalodon, and Zombie in the sign-up video were just regular trucks, but I have gotten some doubles on eBay to be able to make some customs, and Pirate's Curse is the other one that unfortunately is not customized yet. I do have another holiday truck on the way, so I can switch out the tires on that one. Hopefully by event 2 or 3, Pirate's Curse will have holiday tires as well, but I wanted to make this as realistic as I possibly could, so that is why I made those customs, and honestly, I think they turned out really, really nice. The only things that I wish I could have done differently was had a white roll cage, and then really, other than that, the only thing different is just not any snow on the body, where, as you guys know, all the other holiday trucks from Hot Wheels Monster Jam have at least a little bit of snow on the body of the truck. But anyways, guys, that is the field of trucks. Those are all of the races, and the last thing that I have to mention is how the point system is going to work. So it's basically going to work exactly like it does in team racing for those of you guys that have been following that. So every single round that you lose in is 1 more point. So if you lose in round 1, you get 1 point. If you lose in round 2, you get 2 points. If you lose in the quarterfinals, you will get 3. Semifinals, you will get 4. And then in the championship race, if you lose, you will get 5. And the winner of the event will get 6. So, of course, there is a point system to go along with this, so you're able to determine a champion after 10 events. So, yeah, that is basically how it's going to work. Now, enough talking. I know I've been rambling on for a very long time. And without further ado, we're going to kick things off with the 2014 Monster Mutt taking on Soldier Fortune. So Season 4 of Holiday Racing is officially underway. And the first win is going to go to Soldier Fortune. Next up, we have Red El Toro Loco taking on Prowler. And it's going to go to Red El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Mechanical Mischief taking on Blue Thunder. And it's going to go to Mechanical Mischief. Next up, we have Pirate's Curse taking on Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And Pirate's Curse is going to defeat your Season 1 and 2 champion. Next up, we have Crustacean taking on Michigan Ice Monster. And it's going to go to Crustacean. Next up, we have Max D taking on Dragon. And it's going to go to Dragon. Next up, we have Gravedigger Track Ace taking on TMNT. And it's going to go to TMNT. Next up, we have the Old Tool Gravedigger taking on Avenger. And, ooh, what a race. Gravedigger tumbles, and I think he won. But let's just make sure. We're going to go straight down. And as you guys can see, Old Tool Gravedigger will take the win. Next up, we have Megalodon taking on Team Hot Wheels Firestorm with the white roll cage. And it is going to go to Megalodon. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on Batman. And it's going to go to Stone Crusher, defeating your Season 3 champion. Next up, we have Higher Education taking on Zombie. And it's going to go to Higher Education. Next up, we have the 2011 Monster Mutt taking on Mohawk Warrior. And it's going to go to the 2011 Monster Mutt. Next up, we have Tasmanian Devil taking on Team Hot Wheels Firestorm with the Black Roll Cage. And Tasmanian Devil rolls over. That's going to give the win to Hot Wheels. Next up, we have Iron Man taking on the New Tool Gravedigger. And Iron Man, I don't know what he did there, but that's going to give the win to the New Tool Gravedigger. Next up, we have Captain's Curse taking on Son of a Digger. And it's going to go to Captain's Curse. Next up, we have the final race of round number 1, which is going to be between the Orange El Toro Loco and the 2017 Monster Mutt. And it's going to go to the 2017 Monster Mutt with a block. All right, guys, so here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 1, which means they will get 1 point for this event. Now, don't mind the Spin Master trucks right there. Those are for team racing. I have so many trucks on my floor right now for both team racing and holiday racing. But anyways, guys, now it is time for round number 2. So these 4 trucks are still in, obviously. I just didn't have enough room to put them anywhere else. But here are the 16 trucks remaining. So here's a great look at all of the races. Now, of course, if you lose in round number 2, you will get 2 points for this event. And without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Soldier Fortune taking on the Red El Toro Loco. So round number 2 is underway. And it's going to go to Red El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Mechanical Mischief taking on Pirate's Curse. And it is going to go to Mechanical Mischief. Next up, we have Crustacean taking on Dragon. And they both do front flips, and it's going to go to Crustacean. Molded. So looking back at the clip, Crustacean was actually the only truck that actually did a front flip. Dragon did a slap wheelie at the exact same time, which made it kind of look like it. But either way, Crustacean still took the win. And next up, we have TMNT taking on the Old Tool Gravedigger. And it is going to go to TMNT. Molded. On the rails. Next up, we have Megalodon taking on Stone Crusher. And they both roll over, and it looks like it's going to go to Megalodon. Next up, we have Higher Education taking on the 2011 Monster Mutt. And it's going to go to Monster Mutt. Next up, we have Team Hot Wheels Firestorm with the Black Roll Cage taking on the New Tool Gravedigger. And it is going to go to the Black Roll Cage Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Next up, we have the final race of round number 2, which is going to be between Captain's Curse and the 2017 Monster Mutt. And it is going to go to Captain's Curse. So here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 2, which means they will get 2 points for this event. And now it is time for round number 3, otherwise known as the quarterfinals. Now for holiday racing, for each event, I'm thinking I'm only going to go over the field of trucks when we get down to the semis. I know I do it starting in the quarterfinals for team racing, but that's because for team racing there is 64 trucks, whereas for holiday racing there's only 32. So here's the quarterfinals. We'll go over the field of trucks when we get to the semis. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Red El Toro Loco taking on Mechanical Mischief. Who is going to be the first person to move on to the semifinals? It is going to be Red El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Crustacean taking on TMNT. And it's going to go to Crustacean. Next up, we have Megalodon taking on the 2011 Monster Mutt. And they both roll over, and it's going to go to Monster Mutt. Next up, we have the final race until the semifinals, which is going to be between the Black Roll Cage Team Hot Wheels Firestorm and Captain's Curse. And Captain's Curse rolls over early. I'm not sure what that was, and that's going to give the win to Hot Wheels. So these 4 trucks all lost in the quarterfinals, which means they will get 3 points for this event. And now we are down to the semifinals. So let's go over the field of trucks. Inside of Red El Toro Loco, we have Doomsday 5155. Inside of Crustacean, we have Monster Jam Collector 2007. Inside of the 2011 Monster Mutt, we have Elizabeth Mortimer. And inside of the Black Roll Cage Team Hot Wheels Firestorm, we have Starfire VT. So if you lose in the semifinals, you will get 4 points. And without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Red El Toro Loco taking on Crustacean. So Doomsday 5155 is one of the very few people in this holiday racing that was around back when I did the first 3 seasons. So he is a very long-time veteran of holiday racing. And again, he's taking on Monster Jam Collector 2007. So let's see who is going to go to the championship race. It is going to go to Doomsday5155 with a block. I am so sorry to Monster Jam Collector 2007 Incrustation. You were so close, man. Better luck in event number 2 to you. But Doomsday5155 is going to the championship race. So who is going to meet Doomsday5155 and the Red El Toro Loco in the championship race? Is it going to be Elizabeth Mortimer in the 2011 Monster Mutt or Starfire VT in the Black Roll Cage Team Hot Wheels Firestorm? It is going to be the 2011 Monster Mutt. So I am so sorry to the Black Roll Cage Team Hot Wheels Firestorm and Starfire VT. You were so close. Better luck in event number 2 to you. So both of these trucks are going to get 4 points for this event. And the 2011 Monster Mutt and Elizabeth Mortimer is moving on to the championship race. And just like that, we are down to the championship race of Season 4, event number 1 of Monster Jam Holiday Racing. So inside of the Red El Toro Loco, we have a longtime veteran of all of these racing events on my channel, which is Doomsday5155. And inside of the 2011 Monster Mutt, which that truck is making its holiday racing debut, we have Elizabeth Mortimer. So the winner is going to get 6 points and the loser will get 5. Let's find out who it's going to be. Your winner of Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 4, event number 1, is going to be none other than Doomsday5155 in the Red El Toro Loco has done it, and a very, very well-deserved victory for you, man. Congratulations. You have won event number 1, and you are now the points leader since this is just the first event. And as for the 2011 Monster Mutt, as I drop it, and Elizabeth Mortimer, you were so close to winning. You're going to collect 5 points, and you are second in the point standings. So better luck next time in event number 2. But again, congratulations to Doomsday5155 in the Red El Toro Loco for winning event number 1. So what I'm going to do now, and what I'm going to do at the end of every single event video, is I am going to total up the point standings, and I'm going to show it right now. So here is the point standings after event number 1. Now, since this is just the very first event, it is pretty self-explanatory. Everybody is basically just in order of the way that they lost here in this event. But of course, I'm still going to show it, and as you guys can see right now, the Red El Toro Loco is in the points lead with 6 points, and then second place is the 2011 Monster Mutt with 5. We have a tie for third with Crustacean and Hot Wheels with a Black Roll Cage with 4, and then so on and so forth. So just look for your truck, and you guys can see how many points you have here after the first event. Now, I did show the field of trucks in the beginning of the video, but I imagine some of you guys probably just skipped to when the event started, so I did post a pinned comment down below as well that does have the field of trucks. So if you guys don't know what truck you're in, if you guys didn't see the beginning of the video, like I said, I did post a pinned comment down below with the entire field of trucks, and of course, like I said, you'll be in the same truck for all 10 events. So yeah, that is the point standings, and that is basically going to do it for this video. So Red El Toro Loco with a very strong start to the season. He wins event number 1, and he is the points leader, so we're going to have to see what is going to happen in event number 2, because as you guys know, my goal is to get this whole season finished by Christmas, and it is already December 8th as I'm posting this, I believe. So between now and Christmas, there are going to be a lot of events posted for this, so make sure to keep up with it all. And yeah, event number 2 will probably be out in, I want to say, 2 days, probably on the 10th, which I believe is Saturday. So anyways, guys, like I said, that's going to do it for this video. So if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys do subscribe. I am very rapidly approaching 4,000 subscribers. We are almost there. I think as I'm recording this video, we're only about 50 away. So make sure to subscribe, and also make sure to leave a like on the video, comment anything you guys want to down in the comments below, and also turn on post notifications so you guys always get notified when I make a new video, and I will see you guys next time.